Was Abraham Lincoln a president?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just a whatever public figure.
Welcome back to Delulu Diaries, where the timelines don't match, but the receipts always do. If you missed my last video, I did say that I have recently seen some full body shots of her, and so I am giving her less grace because, in my opinion, if she was doing what she says she's doing and what she's showing on camera, she would have had some visible weight loss by now. And so if I'm a little extra strict on her in this video, that is why, but let's go ahead and get straight into it. So for breakfast, there's really not much to say. Again, I don't really agree with her eating the protein bars because protein bars in general are not they're just not the best choice you can make. And while I don't think that she has to make the best choice every single time, it is just one of those things where she's at home, she has time to cook, and I give her so much grace on eating prepackaged foods. And so even if she wanted to have the prepackaged chicken patty egg situation that she's been having or whatever, I think that that is a smarter choice for her than eating a protein bar that is basically like a candy bar. I just don't think that that's very filling. It's not like a large volume of food to eat, which we know she says that she feels more full when she's eating a lot of volume. And the protein in it is not even as high as what you could get eating whole protein sources. So I just don't think that's a smart choice for her. Also, I don't know why we're back at the typing factory setup. It's fully conceivable that she may be doing this just to be aesthetic, oh, I'm going to watch YouTube while I eat my breakfast or something like that. But it's eating a protein bar takes no time. So there's no reason why she would need to set up her camera and then choose to pull her keyboard into the frame and then look off. And she doesn't look happy either. She just looks very blah, which in a long form content style, I wouldn't say anything about because obviously people don't have to smile and look happy all the time, but it's just so manufactured, the setup that she got for breakfast. And I don't feel like it added anything. She's just showing herself looking miserable and eating a poor breakfast choice. So I don't want to sound like I'm flipping a switch and now all of a sudden I'm being super hypercritical of her. It's just, I just didn't like that little arrangement for breakfast that we had.
Oh, look at your fruit. I know, it's so cute. Oh my god, I haven't had a banana in forever.
And I ate them yesterday and didn't hurt at all.
The thing is,
At night to clean them,
good choice, Amber. Huh? Good job. Thank you.
Okay, so for lunch, it sounds like she's out with Grandma Lynn and Mama Lynn, and honestly, I understand that people don't love the fact that every time she hangs out with anybody else, it's always to go out for food, but also just being realistic with how much she weighs. I don't think there's a lot of options for what she can do that's not food related. A lot of times when I go to hang out with somebody in the height of summer, because remember, it's freaking hot right now, I'll go to a shopping center because it's air conditioned, but obviously she can't do that. And I don't know what the weather is in her state, but for me, I could not go hang out outside. We're having heat weather advisories every single day saying hey, don't go outside unless it's an emergency, basically. So, I don't know what her weather situation is like. And yes, I could look it up. I'm being lazy, but I don't think that her going to a park is realistic. So, I'm giving her grace on the going out to eat portion. I do think the choice she made was relatively good. Again, I feel like she could have gotten something a little bit more filling, maybe a big salad. But as you all know, in America right now, we have this outbreak of that little parasite that is causing havoc on all the fresh fruits and vegetables. So I can give her a pass on the lettuce because people who are willing to eat fruits are mostly sticking away from lettuce still because that seems to be the main thing that it's from. I'll say that for me personally, I probably wouldn't even be eating fruit out at a restaurant right now just because you just don't know where it's from. The banana's fine because I think they said that things with a thick peel is like a-okay for sure. But they've said things like raspberries can be affected. Lettuce is the only thing that's like a for sure known thing. And I'm sorry for everybody who lives in the States, but like I know I have some Australian viewers that might not be in on the whole thing. So if it sounds like I'm like explaining this every single video, I'm just trying to shed some light on what's going on over here for the international viewers. That being said, the choices she made, if we're assuming that she's just trying to avoid lettuce or whatever, is not the worst thing in the world. I can totally understand where she might not want to get eggs because she's trying to stay within her calorie limit and that would have taken her over. And honestly, it is pretty challenging to eat at a breakfast restaurant when you're trying to lose weight. Any restaurant really, like there's this restaurant that Mr. DeLulu absolutely loved. It's shut down now, unfortunately. But when I went to the restaurant with him, I was eating about 12 to 1500 calories a day, 12 for weight loss and then 1500 for weight maintenance. And I remember the only thing on the menu that I could get was like this big bowl of rice with like a roasted avocado, and then it had like sauce and stuff. It was really good. It sounds plain. I can't remember what was in it, but it was really good. But that was the only thing that was even like kind of within my calories that I would be able to eat. And that was still like pretty much my whole calorie allowance. So I just didn't eat anything for breakfast. I had that for lunch and then I had leftovers from my lunch for dinner. And it was just kind of miserable. I did it because like he'll do stuff like that for me where he doesn't like Asian food very much. And I just like love getting a Chinese takeout kind of thing. So he'll do Chinese for me every once in a while. So if he wanted to go to that restaurant, be like, whatever, the calories are insane, but I'll do it for you. So I'm just saying, like, I can relate to the fact that it is challenging to find something on those menus that fits into like a regular portion of calories. I have a mixed opinion on her little snack there. I don't know if that's going to be like her snack and she's just having it earlier in the day or if that's like a bonus snack for this particular day. But on the one hand, I don't really like the options that are available for you to have at the bingo hall for meals. And so I do think that having a bag of chips as opposed to like a whole thing of nachos is a good option. She did get a salad from there one time that didn't look too bad. But yeah, I don't know. Again, with the lettuce outbreak, like that stuff is so annoying. I've been craving so much like fresh fruit and veg, and I finally gave in and I've been eating the fruit that's like less bad or like less at risk for the outbreak, but it's been very annoying. I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, whatever. If she's trying to avoid lettuce, then I can completely understand getting the Cheetos instead of the salad that they have. The other thing I'm going to tack in here, and this isn't really about the food or whatever, but like, is that not crazy to eat Cheetos? Like one of the chips that gets the most powder on your hands and then immediately touch your bingo dauber. I know that I'm a little bit of a freak when it comes to washing my hands. Like I will wash my hands if I like think about something dirty. I do have diagnosed OCD, so like that's probably a part of it. But I don't know. That feels so crazy to me. Like I would eat the bag of chips and then go back to playing bingo. Like I would just take a break. I wouldn't be touching my bingo dauber with my little Cheeto hands, but I don't know if that's me being crazy or if Amber is the one acting weird. So let me know, let me know what you guys think about the Cheetos. Like even with like a Lay's Ruffle or something like that, I probably would not touch a bingo dauber afterwards, but at least with that, it's like, there's not as much powder, although I guess in that case there's like a lot of grease. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. Let me know what you guys think.
I didn't ask if you like cheese.
Okay, so I've literally been reacting to this whole day as if she's afraid to eat lettuce, and here she is opening up by eating lettuce. And I have a couple of different thoughts that I want to say. First of all, knowing that lettuce was an option earlier in the day, if I was her, would have chosen different options. Like at Denny's, I probably would have gotten one of their salads. Granted, when you go to Bingo, you probably would not want to get a salad because you had a salad for breakfast. And so I guess she could have stuck with the chips, or, you know, call me crazy, just don't eat. Like, you just went out to a restaurant for breakfast, skip the little mini snack, and then you're going out for dinner, which that's point two, is like, why is there so much food happening? Like, I don't know how to phrase it any like nicer than that, but obviously she's out with Mama Lynn. I don't know if Grandma Lynn went to Bingo and then out to dinner with them, but like obviously she's with Mama Lynn for the majority of the day. She's already said that her and Mama Lynn are both on a weight loss journey at this moment. So why go to Denny's, go to Bingo, and then go to Olive Garden? That doesn't make any sense to me. Even if I wanted to give Mama Lynn the benefit of the doubt and say like, oh, maybe they stayed out longer than she had anticipated, and so she wanted to go to a restaurant just to get something quick, that wouldn't really track with going to a sit-down restaurant like Olive Garden, especially because obviously it would be around like peak dinner hours that she went if she had stayed out for longer than she expected. So you go out to breakfast, you go to the bingo hall, you're getting a snack, and then you still feel the need to go to a restaurant and wait to be seated. It's a restaurant that serves majority Italian food, and like that's the choice when you're on a diet. Like, I'll give you one restaurant. That's it. You get one restaurant in a day. 2 restaurants in a day is crazy, especially with a morbidly obese daughter that says she's trying. Granted, I don't know if she's telling Mama Lynn the same thing that she's telling us here online, but like, regardless, like if I knew Amber in person, even if I didn't believe she was sticking to her diet behind the scenes, I would not be taking her out to eat anywhere that could even like resemble a bad choice. Again, I would not like to take her out anywhere, but I am trying to be considerate of the fact that there is like a massive heat wave or whatever. But, you know, now that I think about it, they're family. Like, why not just hang out at Mama Lynn's house or have Mama Lynn over to the apartment? Like, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know why I didn't consider that earlier. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, you're family. Just go over to each other's houses. Like, I can understand with friends, like, sometimes you don't want to be around, like, other people. You just want to have a girls' day. So, like, if you're going to somebody's house, there's other people in the house or whatever. But, like, that's not the dynamic here. So, yeah, I don't know. This whole day is just kind of falling apart. It just feels very, like, I don't think that Mama Lynn is trying to sabotage Amberlynn on purpose. And I have seen people say that because of the fact that Mama Lynn and Amberlynn both are pretty significantly overweight, that maybe it's just like their brains don't think of these options. Like, almost like if you've ever heard of like the cycle of poverty, how like it's very difficult to get out of poverty if you were raised in poverty. It's the same thing, but like regarding weight loss. So maybe it's something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Just not great choices. I'm not very happy with this day. And granted, like I said, I already felt like Amber has been lying about what she's eating based on the fact that we've seen her recently, and it looks like she has been lying about what she's been eating. So to see her going out to eat technically 3 times in one video, because she did go to the bingo hall in the middle, it's just disappointing. I guess that's all I'm going to say. I'm just very disappointed in Amber. Dancing after taking a bite while you look miserable is crazy, but if we put that to the side, again, I don't have a problem with this meal. I'm really tired of the popcorners, but at this point I feel like she's like branded herself so like with that, like, oh, I'm popcorner girl, because somebody said that when she went live or whatever. They were like, oh, not Miss Pop Chip or something, and she was like, yep, that's me, I love popcorners. And so now I feel like she thinks she has to keep up with the shtick. That being said, the only other thing I thought was like kind of different, I guess, was that she has her pickles in the chicken salad or tuna salad. I didn't pay close enough attention to the subtitle there. And usually she just has it on the plate. So I guess like points to her for trying to be a little visually different or aesthetic with it. I don't think it really gave what she thought it was giving, but at the same point, like, you know, I'm not going to fault her for trying. So I think we are going to end it off there just because I am so tired. I intended to start filming at my regular time, and I'm not going to lie, you guys, I just got stuck scrolling on YouTube Shorts. I am so addicted to those things, man. Like, I don't understand why. I will literally catch myself scrolling and be like, this is a bad idea and I'm wasting time. And I'll be like, okay, well, just one more. And then I scroll and it's like 30 minutes later. I'm like, okay, well, I haven't done anything and I need to get some work done. Work, like this is so serious, but I'll be like, oh, I need to get some work done. I need to record. And then I'm like, oh, well, now I don't have time to do anything fun before I record. So I could just start recording right now, but no, I'll just watch a couple more. And then it's been like an hour and a half. And I'm like, dude, I literally could have watched like 2 episodes of Castle and actually had like a relaxing evening before I record. And instead I've been sitting here scrolling on YouTube Shorts. Like, I don't know. I don't agree with short form content like as a concept. I don't think it's good for humans to be able to just like scroll endlessly. I feel like that's really, really bad for us. And I know that's not like a hot take. I know there's like literally research papers showing that it is in fact bad for us, but I don't know. I just hate it. Anyways, that was like a total tangent. I am going to leave it there for now. I think tomorrow I'm going to try filming a little earlier in the day during my kids' nap. So hopefully I'll have like time to cover a bit more. Maybe we'll do 3 TikToks tomorrow. And I'm kind of excited because the next one, I don't know what it's going to be, but the little thumbnail looks like she's actually going to weigh stuff out, maybe show us how she's preparing food. So I think that's going to be super fun. But either way, if you guys made it this far, you already know. Stay Delulu, but not that Delulu. And I'll catch you in the next one.